April 2021, Johannesburg, South Africa. Clients of one of the continent's most promising crypto platforms, Africrypt, receive a disturbing message. The company announces a massive hacker attack. All investor funds, 69,000 bitcoins worth $4 billion, have disappeared. The company's founders, brothers Amir and Raiz Kaji, assure investors that an investigation is underway, but urge them not to contact the police or lawyers, claiming it could harm the recovery process. At this very moment, the KG brothers are already thousands of miles away, heading toward their destination. This is the story of how two young entrepreneurs pulled off one of the biggest scams in crypto history and vanished without a trace, taking $4 billion with them. 2019, Johannesburg, South Africa. Amir and Raiz Kaji, young, ambitious, and confident. They believe they have found the perfect opportunity to make a fortune. The brothers create Africrypt, positioning it as a revolutionary platform that uses artificial intelligence for automated Bitcoin trading. The promises sound fantastic: 10% profit per day. This means that investors can double their money in less than a month. The offer attracts wealthy investors. In South Africa, cryptocurrency is becoming a popular investment tool, and everyone wants to be part of the crypto revolution. Rapper Nasty C promotes Africrypt on social media, urging his followers not to miss the biggest investment opportunity of the decade. Footballer Benny McCarthy, one of South Africa's most famous players, also invests part of his earnings into the promising startup. Actress Charlize Theron, long interested in finance, decides to allocate part of her earnings for investment. Even members of the ruling ANC party start taking an interest in the platform, seeing it as the future of the financial system. The Kaji brothers become stars. Their lives turn into an endless luxury spree. Lamborghini Aventador, Rolls-Royce Ghost, Ferrari. Their car collection impresses even the wealthiest people in the country. They buy mansions, attend exclusive parties, and are featured in financial publications that call them the new leaders of the African financial market. But behind the glamorous facade lies a very different reality. In reality, Africrypt is not engaged in any trading. All the money investors deposit simply accumulates in cryptocurrency wallets controlled by the KG brothers. No algorithms are working. There are no automated strategies. Payouts to early investors come only from new deposits. What seems like a breakthrough financial platform is in fact a classic Ponzi scheme. Every day, hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin pile up in Africrypt's accounts. To create the illusion of success, the brothers continue attracting more clients through aggressive marketing. They talk about plans to create Africa's first crypto bank and announce the launch of their own cryptocurrency, Africoin, which they claim will outshine both Bitcoin and Ethereum. But there is one problem. If clients start withdrawing money en masse, the system will collapse. The KGs realize this and begin preparing for a grand exit. First, they need to discreetly transfer most of the assets to their own accounts. Next, they must find a country for a safe escape. The third step is creating a false narrative. Simply shutting down the platform will not be enough. They know that investors will demand their money back, and authorities will launch an investigation. So, they come up with the perfect way to avoid responsibility. They stage a hacker attack. Now, they just need to choose the right moment to disappear. April 2021. Africrypt investors log into the platform as usual to check their balances. But this morning, something is off. Transactions are freezing and withdrawals are unavailable. At first, it seems like a technical glitch, but with every passing minute, the situation becomes more suspicious. A few hours later, Africrypt sends an official letter to its clients. It states that the company has suffered a massive hacker attack. All assets have disappeared, and any contact with the police or legal firms could jeopardize the recovery process. Instead of reassuring investors, this announcement only fuels their panic. The first thing defrauded investors do is try to contact customer support, but all phone numbers that used to answer instantly are now silent. The Africrypt website is gone. The company's building, which investors imagined as a high-tech financial center, turns out to be a small, ordinary house. No servers. No signs of an actual tech company. Those who understand blockchain begin analyzing transaction movements. It turns out that in the weeks leading up to the hacker attack, large sums started being withdrawn from AfriCrypt's main wallets. At first, these were small transactions, but as the date of the scam approached, they became increasingly larger. The money was not withdrawn directly to regular exchanges where it could be easily tracked. Instead, the bitcoins were first passed through Mixer's special services that shuffle cryptocurrency among thousands of different wallets, making it almost invisible. Then they were converted into stablecoins, and later, part of the funds was transferred to Monero, one of the most anonymous cryptocurrencies which is nearly impossible to trace. The plan was simple. By the time AfriCrypt officially announced the breach, most of the assets had already been moved beyond the reach of financial authorities. Investors try to contact the police. But when the investigation begins, another shocking fact emerges. The Kaji brothers never officially crossed South Africa's borders. According to passport control records, they were not among those who left the country. No airline tickets, no travel records. They vanished without a trace. This could mean only one thing. Their escape was carefully planned in advance. Later, investigators discovered that a week before the hacker attack, employees at AfriCrypt, who had access to financial systems, one by one lost their login credentials. They could no longer log in, check balances, or make transactions. Access was revoked without warning, and only the KG brothers had full control over the platform. The investigation expands internationally. Investors who lost their funds take action. Honeycomb Attorneys files an official complaint with law enforcement, demanding an immediate investigation and the return of stolen funds. South African police launch a case, but quickly encounter a problem. There are no official records of the Kaji brothers in the country anymore. News of the scam spreads worldwide. The case attracts not only local investigators, but also international organizations. Interpol officially places the brothers on its wanted list. Soon it becomes clear that the Kaji brothers had been preparing for their escape long before their disappearance. Several months before the scam, they acquired citizenship in Vanuatu, a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean that not only does not extradite its citizens or track financial transactions, but also provides visa-free access to 130 countries. Unofficial sources suggest they may have fled to Dubai, one of the world's largest financial hubs, where cryptocurrency is widely used in the shadow economy. Others point to Tanzania, a country where financial criminals have historically sought refuge. Some speculate they are in the United Kingdom under false identities, but none of these suspicions are officially confirmed. In 2023, Swiss investigators make a surprising discovery. In a Zurich bank, they find a safe deposit box containing a hardware crypto wallet. It could hold part of AfriCrypt's stolen assets. But there's one problem: without the key, it cannot be accessed. Whether it belongs to the KG brothers or is just a coincidence remains unknown. Investors trying to recover their funds find themselves at a dead end. Despite the efforts of international investigators, no concrete evidence of the brothers' whereabouts exists. By 2024, the case reaches a dead end. The South African Financial Sector Conduct Authority makes an official statement. Since AfriCrypt was never registered as a financial institution, the government has no legal grounds for investigation. This means only one thing: no one will be held accountable. So, will the brothers ever be found? Or have the $4 billion permanently disappeared into the hands of scammers? I make videos myself, and it's quite a labor-consuming and expensive process. So, your best gratitude would be a like and a subscription. Thank you.